we got everybody coming in here. It's a good time. We got Stupendous Wave chiming in. We got Eckhart's Ladder. We got some DMs that are like people that were friends with Alex and Molly for years that apparently got shunned by them for various reasons, horrible reasons, have released some messages to me because they're like, these guys suck. We really don't like them. And I was like, oh, geez, I'll take these screenshots. I'll check them out. So it just reinforces more of what I was saying and the stuff that I've been dealing with for the last 8 years from these people, which I haven't said anything. Even when, Alex was doing his This Week in Clickbait and all that stuff and just sending attacks to my channel, downvoting my videos, comments, and people just starting to get this weird idea about me that I'm all about money. I didn't say anything. I just continued on my way. I left a comment on his video and I just freaking kept making Star Wars content. More what ifs, kept on the comics, all that stuff, which I'm going to be going back to. I stayed in my lane and I kept to the truth of what my channel was there for, which is just to talk about George Lucas Star Wars and what I enjoyed about it. So here's this message from an anonymous source, and they'll remain anonymous. So I'm at Star Wars Theory, says Alex, and he's really nice. So damn it, I like him now, and I at least understand him a little more. F, they say, when and how and why the smack talk. Details. He says EA event today. Smack talk is just because I've talked shit about him in the past or his channel and content anyway. But he was really, really nice. And he has like this.
This is the same guy who couldn't bring himself to sleep at night because he kept thinking about how much more successful Star Wars Theory was than him. He hated Star Wars Theory because he was more successful and faster at it too. And now all of a sudden he's admitting, oh, damn, the guy's actually nice. Now I can't hate him. Fuck.
The same anxieties about his channel as we all do. And he is perplexed by Stupendous Wave, lol. So it just humanized him, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't even really be jealous of you anymore. I get it. Also, it sounds like he works crazy hard. Wow, says the anonymous source.
Wow.
And there's more to the mess.
So imagine saying all of that, and your only answer is, wow. Wow. What the fuck, bro? Come on. At what point do we just admit that this is fucking pathetic? This is really pathetic. Like, to act like this as a grown-ass man, supposedly anyway. Supposedly grown-ass man. Let's get some wows in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I love it. There we go. There we go. Wows in the chat. You guys already know. The Bigot Army. Let's get some wows.
There's a lot more messages like this with him and other people, and it's just disgusting. And it just reinforces more and more of just the kind of bullying that I've had to deal with for the last 8 years. And look, I'm not going to give you guys my life story here, but I was bullied my entire life, from being sick and being on chemo and like my parents being pretty overprotective. I had the nickname Band-Aid in school because I had no immune system really. And so, anytime there was a cut, anyways, man,
Do I remember when I first found out that Star Wars Theory actually dealt with cancer as a kid, and how just like fucking mind blown I was. I couldn't, because he's in such like great, physical health. It's crazy that he actually dealt with cancer when he was a kid. It's so crazy.
I was just bullied a lot. School was not a fun time for me. And so I've learned to kind of just like deflect it and deal with it and be like, whatever, and just continue on because I know it's there and I know it exists. And this propelled me to, want to build muscles and go to the gym and learn to fight and this and that and all that stuff. And it also propelled me to fall deeper and deeper into love with Star Wars. And so when I started my channel, I just freaking had like 20 plus years of like lore and theories and stuff. And it all just kind of vomited out, and I made videos, and it just, it was just marinating in my head for like over 20 plus years, and I just, people liked it. What can I say? Am I at fault for that? I don't know. Maybe that's karma for me having to deal with a shitty ass childhood in school and all that. I don't know, dude. Whatever, man. Don't hate me just because I've made content people like. Anyways, so, Eckhart's Ladder and I, who's another Star Wars content creator that you may or may not know of, who's pretty big, and we were friends, and then we fell out of touch, and now we're talking again. And now Stupendous Wave and I are sharing each other's numbers, and we're like going to talk to each other, and we're thinking of starting a Star Wars podcast together, which would be...
Look how amazing that is, right? You got two people, two of the biggest Star Wars channels on YouTube that weren't speaking to each other, and all it took was for them to have just an open dialogue, right? Open conversation. And before you know it, they realized they had a little bit more in common than they realized. And now they're thinking about starting a fucking show. It's amazing what happens when you just have a little bit of a conversation. But unfortunately, we live in a world where people are taught to be scared of conversations. People are taught that conversations is misinformation. You can't have that. You can't have that. You have to just listen to what the mainstream tells you to listen to. And that's it. If anybody wants to have a conversation, it's automatically bad faith. And you don't want to do that, right? You don't want to mess with your own echo chamber, right? No, don't do that. It's insane.
Pretty freaking cool, because I couldn't really think of a better person to talk Star Wars with than the other largest Star Wars channel on the face of the planet, and the OG, the guy who was there in the very beginning, who understands all the shit that I went through, because Alex was sending the same kind of garbage and vitriol and jealousy and bullying his way too. And he comes to my aid in a lot of these messages, and he finds it to be just absolutely disgusting. And so, Stupendous Wave, buddy, I can't wait until we link up and we make something happen here. Eckhart's Ladder, can't wait till we link up and make something happen too. Maybe the three of us can come together and even make some sort of a cool podcast. I don't know. Anyways, Molly Damon has apparently replied.
That must make Star Wars Explained feel even worse. Because if you guys remember the last video, Star Wars Explained was sending those emails to Star Wars Theory, trying to be like the center of the Star Wars YouTube, world. He was trying to be the center of that world and have all the information flow through him. And now you got three of the biggest Star Wars YouTube channels that are going to start their own show together and exclude Star Wars Explained from it. And it's fucking amazing. That's going to make them cope and seed so hard, they're not going to be able to handle it. They're not. The cancel campaigns are going to get worse, I'm telling you. Like, what's her name? Molly? Molly is just not going to be able to handle it. She's going to lose her mind. Molly is going to lose her mind. And she's already coping as it is on Twitter. She's like, thank you guys for all the love and all the support. Some of you have been set. Shut up. You're such a liar. Nobody's supporting you.
All of this, and it's just as you would expect. Let's check it out, shall we? I'm not surprised, man. I mean, if you guys are surprised, welcome to the last 8 years of being on Star Wars YouTube. Thank you for all the love and support over the past few days. Love and support of a bully? Someone who's been bullying someone for wild, man. It really means a lot. I never started any sort of campaign. I just agreed with and shared 2 images that were created and shared first by another podcast who I guess wants to remain anonymous in all of this.
Time to abandon ship.
Love y'all. You're admitting that you corroborated in trying to deplatform someone and literally strip them of their ability to live.
I hate when like leftist women do this all the time. Like people like Molly, they want to pretend to be so positive, right? And this is another video that we're going to do probably on Sunday. We're going to react to Asmongold's video with toxic positivity because we're not going to do it today. But this is what they do. Toxic positive people, right? Positivity peddlers, whatever you want to call them. These people are some of the fakest people on this planet. They will look at you and try to be fake positive while everything burns around them. And they know that everything is burning around them. They know that at a moment's notice, they will betray you in every facet that they possibly can. They will turn their back on you the moment you're not even realizing it. But they'll be like, love y'all, with the hearts and everything. Love you guys. Thank you for spreading such positivity. So much love. Yeah, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, nobody believes you. Nobody believes you. This fake ass positivity shit. I'm not saying that you have to be negative all the time. I'm just saying be real. Be real about what you're seeing, what you're experiencing in the world. Be real. You can have differences of opinion. Absolutely. But be fucking real. You can smell the fakeness a mile away. I know a lot of you guys can. I know some people have, struggle with that, but a lot of people can smell the fakeness a mile away, which is why, again, that Star Wars Explained, I never even checked their social blade. Let's check their social blade. How they doing? Star Wars Explained. Let's see. Bro, they're getting cooked. Star Wars Explained is getting cooked. You want to talk about positivity? Bro, I get more views than you do. That's crazy. You have You used to have 820,000 subscribers. Now you're down to 809. You guys are getting cooked. Massively cooked. You're bleeding, hemorrhaging. Damn.